Good morning, scholars. Happy Monday, and welcome back to your writing lessons. I hope you had an awesome weekend, and I hope that you feel really rested and relaxed and ready to work hard today. Last week, we were working on creating really strong second grade level sentences. And today, we're still going to be working on those second grade sentences, but we're going to move to a new topic. Today, we're going to be talking about compound sentences. So we are going to be combining two sentences together using and, but, so, or. We call those words, and, but, so, and or, conjunctions. Try saying that out loud right now. Conjunction. Conjunction. A conjunction is a word used to combine two sentences. We just discussed what those conjunctions are. There are more conjunctions, but for our second grade sentences, we're just going to focus on and, but, so, and or. We're going to watch a Schoolhouse Rock video. Now, Miss Metz already showed you a Schoolhouse Rock video, if you remember Mr. Morton when we were learning about subject and predicate. And today we're going to watch conjunction junction, and it's going to teach us a little bit about conjunctions.
Conjunction junction.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction junction, how's that function?
I got three favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and or. They'll get you pretty far.
So this video is just going to focus on and, but, and or, but we are also going to use so. But still a great example.
And, that's an additive, like this and that. But, that's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R. When you have a choice like this or that. And, but, and or get you pretty far.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up two boxcars, making them run right. Milk and honey, bread and butter, peas and rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or two. He's poor but honest, sad but true. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up two cars to one when you say something like this. Choice, either now or later, or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
Eat this or that, grow thin or fat. Never mind, I wouldn't do that. I'm fat enough now.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Hooking up phrases and clauses that balance like out of the frying pan and into the fire. He cut loose the sandbags, but the balloon wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the seas. You should always say thank you or at least say please.
Conjunction junction, what's
All right, and we will pause the music video there. But a lot of times he talked about how conjunctions are used to combine two phrases or clauses or words. We are going to focus on combining two sentences that could go together. We learned about and, I want this, I want that. We can actually combine wanting this and wanting that together using the conjunction and. Our combined sentence says, I want this and that. We were actually able to get rid of the second I want because we already said I want in this sentence. I want this and that. Those are two things that are equally weighted. They're about the same, and we can put them together using and. Next is but. I want this. I really want that more. So these are two things that are different, not the same. I want this, but I really want that more. But is when we have two different things where one thing is weighted more than the other thing. Next is so. I want this. I need to go to the store. We can combine by saying, I want this, so I need to go to the store. It's because I wanted something that now I need to go to the store, so I need to do it. And lastly, or. You can have this, you can have that. This is when we make a choice. We use or whenever we see we're making a choice in a sentence. You can have this, or you can have that. We could even shorten this one by removing the comma and removing you can have, because like our first example up here with and, we already said you can have, so we can just simply write you can have this or that. Either one works. You can have this or that. You can have this or you can have that. We're going to move now to our examples. So what you're going to need is your composition book and a pencil so that you can follow along with our sentences. Our directions for today say, combine the two sentences together using a conjunction. Choose from the following conjunctions: and, but, or, so. We're not going to just randomly choose one of the conjunctions. We're going to use our second grade level brains to decide which conjunction is the best fit to combine the two sentences together. So let's take a look at our first example. My mom needs flour. We need to go to the store. My mom needs flour. We need to go to the store. This one reminds me of our so example. First, I'm identifying which of these conjunctions I need to use to combine those two sentences. I want this, so I need to go to the store. Mom needs flour, so we need to go to the store. We're going to rewrite these two sentences to make them one. We're going to combine them. We're going to add that conjunction in. My mom needs flour, so, Ms. Metz is going to go back. I didn't need to erase we, but I did need to erase the period. My mom needs flour. Now I'm going to add in that conjunction that we selected, so. Now, I can't have a capital letter in the middle of my sentence, so this part is actually super important. I'm going to delete that W, and I'm going to make it lowercase. My mom needs flour, so we need to go to the store. Now, to make this an even stronger second grade sentence, we learned a couple weeks back all about commas and how they separate ideas. They can separate two different ideas. So where we had that period before, my mom needs flour, we can actually add in a comma. We're separating the two ideas. They still go together, and we've used that conjunction to combine these two sentences, but we still have the comma to separate the two different ideas in the sentence. There! Now we have our combined sentence with the correct conjunction. My mom needs flour, so we need to go to the store. Make sure you have that written down in your composition book, and then we'll move on to our second example. I have $50 saved. I don't want to spend all of my money now. We need to figure out which of our conjunctions is going to be the best fit for this sentence. So looking back up here, I want to look for an example where there's two things that don't really go together. I have $50 saved. I don't want to spend all of my money now. It wouldn't be an and because those are two very different things. It's not an or. I've already made a decision that I don't want to spend my money. In this example, the best choice would be but, because I've made a decision already. I've decided I want one thing more than I want the other thing. I have $50 saved, but I don't want to spend all of my money now. I want to keep saving my money. Just like we did in our last example, now that we identified the conjunction that we want to use, we are going to remove that period because we just have one sentence now, not two. I have $50 saved, but I don't want to spend all of my money now. Now, the first word or first letter in the second sentence was I. Do we need to make that lowercase? No, we're not going to make the I lowercase because we know anytime that we use the pronoun I, it is capitalized. So it's actually going to stay capitalized. Now, last thing to make this really strong, we can separate those two ideas using a comma. I have $50 saved, comma, but I don't want to spend all of my money now. Awesome. Make sure you have that in your composition book, and we'll get ready to move to our third example here. I can buy a pack of Pokemon cards. I can buy a new sticker book. So I can make a mind movie when I'm thinking about this sentence, and I can see myself standing in Target, and I'm looking at Pokemon cards, sticker book, and maybe I only have $5 and I can really only buy one. Here's where we are making a decision in the sentence. We're thinking about a decision we could make. It reminds me a lot of our or example. I can have this or that. Looking back at these two sentences, I can buy a pack of Pokemon cards or I can buy a new sticker book. So what would the best conjunction be to use to combine these sentences? Or. So we're going to come into our sentences, delete the period that was separating the two sentences. We're going to add in our conjunction or. And if you want to make it a really strong second grade sentence, we can get rid of the second I can buy. And we can leave it just as this. I can buy a pack of Pokemon cards or a new sticker book. There, we combine those sentences and we use the conjunction or. Whoever this is that wrote this sentence is making a choice, this or that. Make sure you have that in your composition book, and we'll move to number 4. Number 4, I like camping in the woods. I like staying in hotels. Well, these sound like two things that you do like. I like this, I like that. This reminds me of which conjunction? Yeah, and. I want this and that. I like this and that. I like camping in the woods and I like staying in hotels. I like to do both. We are going to come in, take that period out. I like camping in the woods and I like staying in hotels. Now, just like our last example, when we got rid of the second I can buy, in this sentence we can get rid of the second I like. I like camping in the woods and staying in hotels. I like this and that. Awesome. Make sure that's in your composition book. Moving to the 5th example. The boy is tall. The boy has brown hair. Which conjunction could work for this one? He is tall. He has brown hair. Are those two things very different? Are we making a choice about the boy? Because he's tall, he has brown hair? Do we need to use so? No, this is actually another and example. Two things that he has. He has this and he has this. He is tall and he has brown hair. So this is another and example. The boy is tall and the boy has brown hair. Now I have to make that T lowercase. But I see another example of repetition where a word or two words, a phrase is repeated, and I can delete the second one, the boy. Now our sentence just reads, the boy is tall and has brown hair. Awesome. Look at how we combine those two sentences together. And our last example. We walked to the mall. We needed a ride home. This one sounds like because we walked to the mall, then we needed a ride home. We did something, so we need something. Let's look back at that example we had earlier. I want this, so I need to go to the store. We walk to the mall, so we need a ride home. We're going to use the conjunction so here. We walk to the mall. Remember erasing that period, adding the conjunction so, getting rid of that capital W, lowercase w for we, and separating the two ideas. There's two different ideas in this one sentence. We use a comma. We walked to the mall, so we needed a ride home. Make sure you get that example down in your composition book. And that's our last example. You did a great job today at combining sentences and using conjunctions to put the two ideas together. And today for your writing assignment, you're going to be doing the same thing that we just did in the video. The directions are to combine the two sentences together using a conjunction. You're going to choose from, and, but, or, and so. You're going to just right here in the Google Docs directly, you're going to just take out the periods and add the conjunctions in and fix the capital letters and make these sentences look really great. Once you've done that, make sure you click Turn It In on your screen so that your teacher sees that you are done with the activity and you're ready for it to be checked. That's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow we'll come back for our second lesson on conjunctions. Bye everyone, have a great day.